Hello everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. This is me, Sayyid Shujatullah. Welcome to T1 Academy. Today, let us discuss our daily current affairs. The first topic that we are having today for the discussion is United Nations General Assembly. It is also called as World Assembly. It is also called as what? World Assembly. Just like how we have parliament for our country, in the same way, if the world want to decide something, whether it is trade, whether it is to take any action against any country which is violating the human rights of the population, okay, or to take action against a country like Russia who is invading the sovereignty and integrity of the Ukraine. So to decide the matters of the world, along with that you can understand that the sea territorial authority of a country with regard to the ocean, seas, etc. So to decide the matters of the world which are common in nature, and which are very important for the peace and security of the world, all the nations united and led to the birth of what? United Nations Organization, which we call it as in abbreviation as UNO. So UNO came into existence on 24th October 1945. Just after 2 years of this, we got independence. Okay, fine. Now, I told you what is UNO and what is the meaning of United Nations and what does it do. As you all well aware of this fact that Russia is invading Ukraine because of various reasons. Okay, and there was lot of pressure on Russia to stop this military operations in Ukraine from various countries, right? So there is some human right violations are happening, a war is going on. So the world countries should sit at one place and should decide the fate of that particular people of Ukraine or not. Yes. To make sure that Russia does not go more for killing and damages to the country or not. Yes. That's why yesterday the United Nations has called all the countries to meet. United Nations has called other countries to meet, and that is called as United Nations General Assembly. It is one of the 6 principal organs of United Nations. Basically, the UNO or United Nations have 6 principal organs. The first one we are having, of course, the General Assembly. You can see that all the countries are sitting together and they will discuss on one particular matter one by one, and the same how in our parliament voting will happen, here also the same voting will happen. Okay, in our constitution also to amend something, to modify our constitution, we are having different types of votings are there, simple majority, special majority, etc. Here also we are having different types of majorities also there. Basically one common majority here is there is, okay, whenever a resolution is kept, whenever a objective, when a action document, resolution is nothing but what? A action document is kept, minimum 2/3 of the total members should say yes to it. When they say yes to it, this will be adopted. This will be adopted means they will discuss on it and all of them will be a part of that particular action course. Okay, if you don't want, means you will not be a part of that action course. If you abstain, again you will not be a part of that action course. But if you vote in the favor of that particular resolution for that action document, it means you are a part of that action course, and whatever is decided in that particular action course, you have to give your resources into it. You have to give your resources into it. That is what is all about resolution, voting, etc. Okay, so I was talking about United Nations have got 6 important organs. One, General Assembly, the importance, the way it works, I have already told you. Another one is Security Council, which is famously called as UNSC. Another one we are having Secretariat, here all documentation, etc. Just like our Telangana Secretariat is there. That is what happens here. Another one is Social and Economic Council, concentrate on economic and social aspects. Okay, and another one is Trusteeship Council is there, and the last one, all of these are based in New York. The sixth one, this is the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth. The sixth one we are having UN only, belongs to UN only, that is ICJ, International Court of Justice, where headquarters are located at Hague, Netherlands. Hague, Netherlands. 5 of the organs of United Nations are headquartered at New York. The sixth one, that is International Court of Justice, its headquarters is there in Hague and Hague, Netherlands. Okay, fine. So I have told you what is UNGA. UNGA is generally a World Assembly, World Parliament also you can say. Fine, it is in the news. Why? Because you know that Russia is invading Ukraine, so there was a resolution against Russia to stop all its military operations in Ukraine. Okay, so United Nations General Assembly is one of the 6 principal organs I have told you. Okay, 193 members are a part of this particular United Nations. 193 countries are members of United Nations. The United Nations General Assembly also make key decisions. Key decisions they will make. The first one is, all of them, this total assembly will appoint a Secretary General. Yesterday I have told you who is a Secretary General. Okay, so appointing the Secretary General. The next one is electing the non-permanent members of Security Council. UNSC has got five important members, okay, which are also called as veto power countries. In that Russia is also one. United Nations Security Council. Generally United Nations Security Council, it works just like Avengers. Okay, you might be aware of this particular movie, right? Avengers. It means this UNSC Council will take care of all the peace and security of the total world. They are the ones, they are like Avengers to the world, like that. Okay, so there also, when the resolution was moved against Russia, Russia vetoed it. Veto power means you can, once out of 5 countries, if one country said that we should not go ahead, then that resolution will become what? Dissolved. The resolution will not come into forward. Okay, that is the power of veto. So China is a part of that UNSC, Russia is a part of that UNSC, UK and also US. These 5 countries are a part of UNSC and they just work as Avengers here, right? So these 5 countries are called as permanent members, my dear students, and every year, okay, non-permanent members are also appointed. So that non-permanent members could be India, could be Pakistan, could be any country, generally taken from many continents. Okay, so 10 non-permanent members will be generally appointed every other time. So 5 plus 10, it is basically a organization with 15 members. Organization for 15 members, right? So this work they will do, and that last one is approving the budget. This is all about United Nations General Assembly and UN, right? Then what happened? Let us see. What is the resolution which was moved? Means the action document which was moved in this assembly yesterday. It is titled as Aggression Against Ukraine. Aggression against Ukraine, and who is the aggressor state here? Obviously Russia. Okay, so this particular resolution talks about the commitment. Those who are saying yes for that particular resolution, that particular action document, those countries are in the favor of commitment to the sovereignty, independence, unity and territorial integrity of Ukraine. Within its internationally recognized borders, and deplores its strongest term Russia's aggression against Ukraine. So 2 important commitments you have to give if you want to be a part of this particular resolution. If you want to say yes to this particular resolution, you should first of all protect the sovereignty, independence, unity and integrity of the particular country, Ukraine. Second one, you have to condemn strongly that Russia is unnecessarily invading what? Ukraine. Okay, 2 things you have to say yes. And this one, anyhow, this part, the government of India will be always saying yes for this part, but government of India will not say yes for this part. Government of India has abstained from it completely, it has abstained, but I am just splitting it. This is okay for India, but this is not okay. We cannot talk against Russia because we are having our diplomacy also here, right? So this resolution in a A4 size paper, this is written. This is the title, Aggression Against Ukraine. This is the title, and these points are written. And it was placed in the General Assembly. It was placed in the General Assembly. So then it was put to vote. It was put to vote. Okay. So from our side, who went to this particular General Assembly? India's permanent representative to UN, Ambassador T.S. Trimurti. He has went. Okay. He attended that meeting. And when the voting happened, India has abstained. Means India said no. India did not say yes. India did not say no. India did not say yes. So what India has done? India has abstained from voting at all, because we cannot go against Russia. Okay. The resolution required a 2/3 of the majority of those yes and no to be adopted. Okay. If 2/3 of the 193 members should say yes, once it is said yes, the resolution will be adopted and the future action plan will be formulated. Okay. A total of 141 members voted in the favor of this resolution. 141 members are condemning the attack of Russia on Ukraine. Okay, so they voted in the favor of this resolution, while 5 opposed. Even India was among the 35 nations who abstained. 5 said no. Obviously, China and Russia themselves will say no. Okay, to this resolution. And 35 countries who are having very good relations with Russia, they have abstained. They have abstained from voting altogether. Okay, this is all about yesterday's fiasco in our newspapers. Now let us go ahead. Corbett Tiger Reserve. It is in the news because in this particular national park, which is located in Uttarakhand, in this national park, lot of trees are being felled illegally. Means trees are cutting down illegally. That's why it is there in the news. Okay, felling of trees and illegal constructions are happening in the Kalagar Forest Division of Corbett Tiger Reserve, Uttarakhand. This Corbett National Park is very famous for, you can see, tigers. It is also Asia's first national park. And to protect the tiger species of our country, the government of India already have launched a project called as Project Tiger in 1973. 1973, you can also correlate with Keshavananda Bharati case, the very landmark case which gave rise to the doctrine of basic structure has also been initiated in the year 1973 itself. So Project Tiger, okay, to protect the tiger species of our country. Fine. E-bill facility, yesterday only it was launched by Nirmala Madam. You can see the picture and you can see that launch of e-bill system. Generally what happens in this, right? See, I am government government department, let's suppose civil supplies department, electricity department or telephone department or any other department has gave me the order to supply what? Table, chairs, furniture, etc. I have made the table, chair, furniture, almirah, etc. and I have supplied to 3-4 government departments. Now I have to get my money back or not? Yes. Then for that purpose I have to do the total valuation. I have to submit the bill to the person. Officer, and officer should say yes, and that particular then a check will be issued, then I have to deposit. But after the payment, after the delivery of the articles are given to the government departments, I have to roam here and there, okay, to get my bill cleared. Means ultimately I have to give some bribe or some kind of corruption to them to make my bill pass. In order to remove this, in order to remove the contact of with the government officers to clear my bills, the government of India has launched what? E-bill. Here what happens is whatever the bill is there, you just submit the bill online and the payment will be released. So you don't have to give to corruption, you don't have to give any money to the bribe and the officers who are what? Rent seeker. Rent seeker is nothing but I am doing some work for you, you give me some money. So in a very good way, okay, we cannot, like government cannot use the word the corrupt officers like that. So what they have done is those who are having the intention of extracting money when the contractors come for the clearing of bill, no, the government is calling them as rent seeker. So very beautiful word is used by government here. So that is all about it. So Nirmala Madam has given demonstration also has been given to the vendors, to the contractors, that this is how the system will work. No longer I don't have to meet officers and face the prospect of what? Rent seeking by some officers, means corruption. I don't have to do corrupt practices, okay, to get my bills cleared by the government departments. Then Roorkee Water Conclave 2022. Okay, this water conclave is being held in Roorkee. The main theme of this particular conclave is water security for sustainable development. Water security for sustainable development. This is a central theme of the conclave. Conclave is nothing but where everyone will come together and they will discuss. Okay, academics person will be there, experts will be there, government officials will be there, everyone will be there. It's a conclave is nothing but a seminars like that. Okay, where everyone will come and they will talk about how India can ensure water security. Water security is nothing but how India can give water to the population. Okay, drinking water, safe drinking water, how we can give optimally to all the households, to supply the water to the industries. How can we secure our population, our country with regard to water? With regard to water, everyone should have water, safe drinking water to drink. Okay, so that much amount of water should be given, and how that could be possible and how we can achieve it. So in this particular conclave, all that particular solutions, to find the solutions to the issue of water scarcity, sanitation and sustainable use of water. Sustainable use of water is nothing but no wastage. No wastage should not be there while using water. If at all a water can be used for reuse purpose, you have to reuse. Like when you are washing the clothes, whatever the water will be there, no, that water could be used to wash your bike and car or not, because that is all Nirma water or rainwater, a good water only, right? So you can wash your bike and also your car with that. So that is called as reuse of water. With that, what happen? You will not use some extra water for your bike and car. So same water you can reuse and you can protect water resources of the country. So basically all these things are nothing but to finding solution for the sustainable use of water. It was jointly organized by Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Roorkee and National Institute of Hydrology. Right. Motto of ATMANIRBHAR Bharat. Motto of ATMANIRBHAR Bharat, a very famous document you can say, or a very big announcement of the government and policy you can say, is ATMANIRBHAR Bharat, means self-reliant India. Means what? Self-reliant India. The motto is very simple: Sabka Saath, everyone together, all religions, all castes, all races come together. Sabka Vikas, everyone should develop irrespective of religion, race, caste, etc. Sabka Vishwas, everyone should trust. Sabka Prayas, everyone should strive. Means should have that character to go for it, to go and achieve, to become what? To become Atmanirbhar in our own self. So these are the 4 important ingredients in Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now we are having Stree Manoraksha project. Stree Manoraksha project, it was also launched yesterday only by the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare, Smriti Irani ji. Okay. She launched this project, Stree Manoraksha project, to extend mental health training to 6,000 one-stop center functionaries across India. Okay, 6,000 one-stop centers has been launched. Okay, you can type on the Google one-stop center for women. You type, you will get the nearby one-stop center which generally takes care of what? Women and child development. So that one-stop centers are in Hindi, they are called as what? Sakhis. Sakhis are the sentinels who guard the rights of women and children throughout the country. Who guard the rights of the women and children throughout the country. If any woman is also facing any sexual harassment, etc. also, if teasing, stalking, this is a one-stop center. It is not dedicated to only mental, it is not dedicated to only security, it is dedicated to our education, for your problems, etc. Everything you can get assistance from this one-stop center. Please spread the news about Sakhi to all your dear ones so that they will also take the help of this government initiative. Okay, it was launched by Ministry of Women and Child Development because Indian government is celebrating Indian Women's Day from the March 1st to 8th March. So it is an ongoing program, and under this program only this Stree Manoraksha project has been launched. Right. What is Bharatpe? Bharatpe is nothing. See, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm is from the consumer side. Means we should have it so that we can use it for our payments, right or wrong? Yes. Bharat, and this is online. Whatever we do, it is online. If you don't have Wi-Fi or 4G or 5G, if you don't have, you cannot pay GPay, PhonePe, Paytm, you cannot use. So these are all for consumer centric. But Bharat Pay is merchant centric. So if at all you, whenever you go to have any ice cream, or you go to have pan, or you go to have tea, or you go to a bakery, or you go to even malls are also keeping this. So you will see this particular QR code, right? Okay, you will see here Paytm, okay, WhatsApp, you can can pay. So this is a Bharatpe initiative. Okay, it is basically given to the merchant, and remember this is offline. This is offline. This is just a card. No, it is not connected with 4G. It is not connected with 5G or Wi-Fi. No, it's just a card, right or wrong. But still it works. Right or wrong. This is called as Bharatpe. Okay. Why is it in the news? The founder of Bharatpe, Stree has recently resigned because the company is saying that the board of directors are saying that he has misappropriated the funds. Means some financial irregularities has been found. But Stree yesterday, I have seen his Zoom meeting. He told that, okay, all my bank accounts you can check. I have not done any financial irregularities. They want me to kick out of this company. That is what they are planning, everything like that. He has also clarified, given the counter for it. What is Bharatpe? Bharatpe is a merchant app, my dear students. It's a QR code only. No, you will not type any number whenever you are going to pay to the bakery wala, to the pan wala. You are not going to type any number. No, direct with QR you are doing. Okay, so it's a QR code. Quick QR means quick read. It will read quick read. Based app for offline payments for merchants in India. For merchants oriented. It is integrated with our UPI, right or wrong? Our GPay, our PhonePe, our Paytm will be integrated with this. So both will work in sync. That is what it is. All retailers, shop owners, shopkeepers are serviced through this particular Bharatpe and can receive, and customers can use this anytime, anywhere. Okay. Then Indo-China War, you know that it took place in the year 1962. So Indo-China War, why it has happened, the reason for that is never known. First of all, the reason for that is never known. The war has come just like that in the year 1962. Okay, so many theories, many reasons were given why this war has happened, but actually there was no rift between India and China at that time, but still the war has happened. The reason was never known to anyone. That's why a committee was appointed to investigate the conduct of military operation. Why China army got into India and why Indian army start fighting with it, why that war broke out. So a committee was appointed because the reason was not known. So that committee was called as Henderson-Brooks report. Henderson-Brooks report. Okay, the committee was commissioned at that time to investigate the conduct of what? Military operation. And Indo-China war took place in the year 1962. Now let us go to our favorite section, that is student memory test. You only have to tell this particular answers one by one. Name the co-founder of Bharatpe who resigned as a managing director minutes after receiving an upcoming board meeting agenda. Okay, very famous. He is also very famous on Sony TV, Shark India. Shark India, the one who is the eldest one over there. Okay, the round face is there. Okay, so that person. Tell me. The Henderson-Brooks report was commissioned to investigate the conduct of military operation of which war? Who is the present president of Taiwan? You can pause your video and you can try to answer it. After that, okay, you can cross verify with my answer. The first answer here is Ashnir Gover. He was the Bharatpe co-founder. And that Henderson-Brooks committee was appointed to investigate the reasons behind what Indo-China war, and the president of Taiwan is Mike Mullen. This is all about today's current affairs. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.